Welcome. Hi, people. Hi, everyone. I'm Peter, and this is your Peter's English podcast. And this is Peter's Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. Yay! Welcome again. I'm your host, Peter, and let's read the slogan and let's start. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Hi everyone, I'm your host Peter, and this is, as you know, Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. And I hope that everything will be great for this 1 hour because, as you know, the main goal of this 1 hour of Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episodes in general is to survive and improvise in English for 1 hour without any kind of preparation as usual because I like to learn English. Learning English is my hobby, and I've been learning English since August 2022 until now. And I hope that this Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode will be great. Peter, what are you talking about? You can do this. This is not your first Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. No, it's not. No, it's not. And I like to ramble and I like to talk and talk and talk and talk. And I had to tell you something that in my work I discovered when I talked with my colleagues that I can talk and talk and talk and talk, and I like to talk because I was feeling that I'm doing Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode. I can see the results of my Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episodes, and that's great. Okay, I think that everything works perfectly, and I can talk and talk and talk and talk until I fell down and sleep or fell down and die. No, don't worry. I don't want to die, of course. I'm professional podcaster. Yeah, and yes, you can see that this summer. And okay, some people can say, Peter, you could wear something more normal than this. Okay, it's summer. It's hot in my village. It's hot in Slovakia. It's hot in Slovakia because it's summer. It's at least 30 degrees of Celsius. I want to tell you that it's hot. It is normal to wear. And if you don't like my informal clothes, who cares? I don't care about you. And I think that I can't talk about my last week. No, Peter, no last week. This week, yes, of course. But what can I tell you? This week was week A. It means that it was that I worked in the afternoon. I couldn't do anything. But on Saturday, I wrote, streamed, recorded, and acted chapter 15 of season 3 on my novel Viera Diary. And Peter, don't be shy. Just to do your work and don't care. No one can judge you. Only yourself are judging you right now. Simply continue and not shut up. Now it's your time for doing showtime, and let's go. Okay. As you can see, people, I'm trying to do everything. I want to survive. But let's return to the topic. It's chapter 15 of season 3 of my novel The Vampire Diary, and it was about the Father's Day special episode. Because yes, people, today is International Father's Day. Don't forget your fathers, and I want to wish my father a lot of luck, a lot of health, happiness, and thank you, my dad, for everything that you did for me, and my mom too, of course. And okay, and now people, I can talk about the I can talk about the content of the last chapter 15. And the chapter 15 started very funny when Viera realized that today is Sunday and today is Father's Day, and she forgot to congratulate and prepare something for her dad. But Peter was prepared. Peter bought a beer for his dad, and Viera decided that she has to rescue this herself and do something right now, and she did. And she visited her sister Lucia who was very angry because she was sleeping. She was sleeping, and she was relaxing in her bed. But when when Lucia realized that it's uh, that is the Father's Day, she was very scared because because the both daughters forgot on their father, but they decided to rescue the situation. And and Lucia's boyfriend Edmund, you know, this richest vampire guy from the UK, was started to make jokes that this is the usual situation in your family. And the both sisters were very angry, but they had an idea. They decided that they want to go with their dad to the pub, and they want to eat grilled chicken and drink beer. And they did it, and they went. I mean, Vera with Peter and Lucia with her boyfriend Edmund went with their father. I mean, and their father is called Robert. Yes, he's called Robert. I don't know why I decided for this name, but I did it. He is called Robert, and they went with him to the pub. They ate delicious grilled chicken, and they drink good beer. But their dad started to complain about his life, about everything. And Vera with Lucia were very nervous, and they simply escaped with the nurse that their dad is only complaining about every nonsense the whole time, and they don't want to listen to him. And they escaped, and their father was alone. But his beloved wife, she's called Evka, returned to rescue him, and they had a wonderful date in the pub. But Vera with Lucia discovered that they made a mistake, that they had to respect their father, and they decided to apologize to him together. And they did it. They returned to them, and they sweetly apologized to him for their childish behavior. And of course, their father Robert apologized to them for his complaining about everything, and everything ended with the big happy end. And Robert, uh, how can I tell you? Simply, uh, their father Robert showed his good side of his personality, and his beloved wife Evka was very happy that he behaved like a real hero, like a real man that she chose ages ago. And everything ended with happy end. And yes, of course, this chapter is full of funny, crazy, humorous situations and crazy dialogues, because I like to do a fun of everything. And as you know, people, this is sitcom series. It's called Viera, the Vampire Girl Diary, and you can read it, and you can find it into my website petersenglishpodcast.com, or you can visit my Quadpod account where you can read it. But if you want to watch myself, you can visit my YouTube channel, Peter's English Podcast, or you can visit my Spotify, where you can find my full HD video podcast, Peter's English Podcast. Or if you like only to listen, you can choose every bad or good podcast app, for example, Pocket Cast and everything else. But okay, that's it, I think. Yes, people, this my last. And yes, of course, Peter, don't forget to tell your audience that my last chapter 15 has only 1,400 words. But who cares? It's not about the Peter is not about the number of the story. Yes, it's not about the numbers. It's about the content, and the content is funny, and I'm proud of myself. And I want to continue because, as you know, people, is as you know, the next, I don't mean this Monday, but on 29th of June 2026 is my name's day. Yes, and I want to do my name's day special chapter. That means chapter 16. It will be Peter's name's day special chapter where I got an idea what to do for my next chapter, and I decided that my next chapter has to be about this kind of content. Viera decided that she wants to surprise her boyfriend Peter, and she wants to celebrate his name's day with him, and she want Peter. What are you talking about? That she wants to go with him on a romantic dinner. That she wants to go with him on the date, and she has a big surprise for his brother Pavel, because he's celebrating too his name's day, and she decided that Peter's brother Pavel has to have a beautiful vampire girlfriend too, as the part of the punishment, because as you know, in the last in 2 episodes ago, Pavel betrayed them and made a fool of Viera uh, and his brother Pavel. And as the part of this punishment, Pavel has to have a beautiful vampire girlfriend. But I don't know if it's a punishment or not. But I don't know who can be his female vampire. I was thinking about it, that it can be Anya. I mean Anastasia, this Ukrainian female vampire. Yes, people, I created, as you know, the workplace of Viera and Peter for as the international workplace, where these vampire girls are from different countries, and I only chose these countries because I thought it's a good idea, for no reason, of course. I didn't have any reason. I simply chose that I want to add these girls from these countries. Yes, it's only a name of the country, nothing else. The don't find something behind the scene. No. I only added these countries, that the vampire girls are from these countries, but I don't know until now who can be Pavel's vampire girlfriend. But I think Anya, it'll be a great girlfriend, and Elena can be the girlfriend from Thomas Bennett. But is the future of my novel with the Vampire Diary. But but I think it's a good idea to do this, because it'll be fun. But then I was thinking about the future of my season 3 of my novel, The Vampire Diary, that I want to add these real life situations from London, because Viera and Peter and with her family lives in London, in English speaking country, and they have to learn English and they have to live in English and so on. And I want to add this until 15 episodes. I mean, after 15 chapters, of course. And I think, yeah, but I was thinking, Peter, yes, you at first Viera had to create her dark organization, and she did it. And now I want to add this real life situation from English speaking country, from London, where Viera with Peter live together with their with her family. Okay, I think, and yes, now I can change into different topic, that it's about the future of Peter's English podcast. I mean the next week, because the next week I work in the morning, and I want to create uh, your bailout and my most popular kind of episodes. I mean PPP, picture in picture mode episodes, that are called Learn English with Peter, with the help of study and learn mode of Microsoft Copilot, where I like to chat with Microsoft Copilot. I mean with the study and learn mode, where I want to learn a lot of interesting English grammar that you can learn with me if you want. And Peter, just don't be shy and continue, don't care about anyone, and simply return to your topic. And I want to create 4 episodes, but I don't know. But yes, I think that it's a good idea to do. Why? Because you like this kind of episodes, because people like learning English content, And the most important thing is that I have to practice and practice and practice my speaking skills in English. And I want to do this because I like to do this. I like to do my podcast. I like to do my novel. At the Parkour Diary, it's my hobby. I like to do this. And yes, I don't want to simply watch into your eyes, because this record screen is a very good boost thing for me, because thanks to it I can see my face and I can boost myself. And I recommend you people that you have to do this while are you doing your podcast, when you're doing your live stream. Why not? It's your we are people, we are human. Yes, I know. Yes, Peter, we know that we are human. But what do you want to say? I want to tell you that people and humans usually like to watch into each other's faces, while we are speaking together, while we are chatting together. And this is the same kind of boost that works for me. And why not? Peter's English podcast has its own rule. Who cares? And Peter, slow down. You don't need to run. It's not the race. It's a marathon. I don't know if I told it the right thing, but who cares? Okay. Yes, people, I want to create 4 episodes on English with Peter, with the study and learn mode Microsoft Copilot. Well, we'll see if I can do this. And the next Saturday, I want to write, stream, and record chapter 16 of season 3 of my novel Red Vampire Diary, about Peter's Names Day special episode. And on Sunday, I want to continue with my usual kind of content, and it's Peter's Sunday 1 hour ramble episode, because I like to do this ramble episodes, because I can practice and improvise my speaking skills in English without any kind of preparation, and it's great for me, because as I told you so many times before, that the best that the real that the real English conversations are only about improvisation and surviving, because you cannot use your paper sentences that you have prepared with AI chatbots, because you want to talk with these people from different countries. And as you know, and I think you have to know, that real conversations are about improvising and about surviving. And why not? And okay, Peter, don't be silly, and try to survive, and don't stop to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk in English, because this is the best thing how to practice your English skills. And I'm doing this kind of educational podcast for practicing my speaking skills. It's the main goal of this podcast, and I want to inspire you for learning English, because I think that learning English is really for everyone, as my slogan always said. And okay, now I want to talk. I was I was talking about the next week, but I don't know. It's my plan, but I want to do this because I like to do this podcast, of course. And now I want to talk about statistics of Peter's English podcast, but my statistics are the same after 1 week. But I can tell you that I have 4,187 total streams or downloads everywhere except YouTube. Yay! Perfect. Thank you, guys. And now I want to return to Spotify, because on Spotify I don't know how many plays, because as you know, Spotify changed the statistics and improved them. And now I don't know, but I know that I have 19 hours on Spotify and 51 minutes. That's great. Thank you, guys. And the biggest majority of my Spotify audience are girls in my age. Yay! Thank you, girls. And boys too, but the majority are girls from Slovakia. And now I can tell you about the countries of Peter's English podcast where people listen to me. And the biggest country is the USA. Oh, Peter, don't destroy your studio light. Don't destroy something, because it was very cheap. it cannot fall down and destroy itself. Okay, let's return. to the topic. Thank you guys from the USA. I'm so happy that you like to listen to me. And the second country is Vietnam, and the third is Japan, and fourth is Brazil. I think Brazil, and the next is Slovakia. Only 4% are is my home country, but that's great. And now I can talk about the operation systems. I mean about computer systems, and it's the fight of Windows or and Mac. That's normal because and the majority of people listen to me via web. Perfect. Okay. Thank you guys. And I can now continue with the statistics of my YouTube channel, and where I have where my reels have 6,800 views. Thank you guys. The second place it's second place. Peter, there isn't any second place, isn't it? And but my long videos, I mean my video and audio RSS feed uh, episode that came from Spotify have 4,200 views. Thank you guys. And my live stream has more than 757 views. Thank you guys. That's great. And I have 138 hours of watch time on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys. I'm so happy. And now I can return to the previous topic from the last Peter Sunday 1 Hour Ramble episode. I can talk about Spotify for Creators app, where I was criticizing. Do you remember? I was criticizing and making fun of Spotify in general. I mean, Spotify for Creators, but Spotify for Creators improved the app, and now the total statistics are okay, and they are and the app can show you the real total statistics of my Peter's English podcast. Thank you guys from Spotify, and I'm so happy that the statistics in general are improving the whole time. Thank you guys for Spotify. Thank you. And that's great that Spotify for Creators app is now better. And the statistics are better because you can check the statistics for 30 days. One minute. No, what you're talking about, Peter? You can show the total statistics. The statistics of Peter's English podcast or your own podcast. You can check via Spotify for Creators app, where you can check the statistics for 7 days, 40 days, and 90 days. But I have to criticize again. People people from Spotify for Creators, please add the option lifetime statistics. Except the total statistics, I like to see my lifetime statistics for every kind of statistics, and it would be great. But I'm so happy that you improve it. Thank you guys from Spotify for Creators again. Now my statistics looks more realistic and great. And I'm so happy that the Spotify for Creators app looks better, and it works perfect. And now I can talk about Spotify for Creators web, and yes, the statistics looks good, but I want to tell you that yes, they can be improved the whole time. Yes, of course, because I like to see real statistics like from the others, like Akados. It has to be more professional, more edit, and every statistic has to have their own lifetime statistics, because I can check the lifetime statistics only for my total streams or downloads, and that's not enough. But okay, this is only the question of the future upgrades. But I hope that Spotify for Creators will update their service. But thank you guys for Spotify that your Spotify for Creators is free for everyone. I want to thank you that we podcasters can use your free video and audio podcast hosting service. Thank you guys. Thank you. It is for free, but you can improve your statistics. Please improve it for us, please. Okay. And now I don't know if I told you about this. No, I don't. I think no, I know I don't. I need that now. I want to make fun of YouTube, the hairdresser. Why? Because you don't believe me, but I discovered this week. I think no. It happened the last week. I don't know if I was talking about it, but I can talk about it now. That you don't believe me, but I got an email from YouTube that dear Peter from Peter English Podcast, we managed your episode, and we cut your very long title because this was too long, and I discovered it, and it cut it the last three letters of my very long title, and now it doesn't make sense. Thank you, YouTube, that my title doesn't make any sense now. But I decided to keep it for fun because the most important fun thing is that it only happens with the RSS feed audio episodes that came from Spotify. Yes, I like to make fun that YouTube kept the same long title for my standard uh, video episode that I directly uploaded into YouTube. But this episode, I mean this RSS audio episode that came from my Spotify for creators uh, account was cut it. I mean, the title was cut it, and they did the prank on Spotify because they told that they for themselves, and now we can make full of Spotify, and we can cut Peter's very long title only for the episode that came from his RSS feed, and I did it, but I decided to keep it as the part of the fun. And yes, I can talk about my. I don't know if I was talking about this about my experience with storms. Yes, I don't know, but I can tell you. I can repeat myself. Who cares? Peter English Podcast has its own rules. You don't believe me, but the most funny situation was when I went to work in the morning. You don't believe me, but the horrible storm came with dark heavy clouds that were near the ground, and it was lightning and and thundering, and this storm was simply terrible, and I was very scared, but I had to came to work. But my train came in the last moment, and it rescued me, and it was very funny because I was thinking that uh, that 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 this is the end of my life because the storms are very dangerous in the last years, as you know. Because I don't know if you know, but the last uh, year we had a terrible storm in our village that destroyed uh, uh, people's properties, and because the wind was so strong that moved with the roofs. Yes, with the roofs, and we didn't have electricity for 3 days, and I was so scared because storms are really dangerous in the last in during the last years, but everything went great. Okay, okay, I tell you my experience, and I tell you about the YouTube hairdresser. Yes, because YouTube changed into an hairdresser into artists that like to cut your very long titles. And some people can tell Peter, why did you uh, wrote these long titles? Because I want it, because I want to make an shocking article title for my chapters of my novel Great Vampire Diary. And okay, Peter, just breathe. Just breathe because it's hot here. It's very hot, and don't stop with the talking. And okay, I'm so proud that I've been streaming for 30 minutes, and I want to continue with this Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode where I want to stream for 1 hour, and I want to continue with the next 40 minutes. Okay, let's continue. What else I can talk about? Yes, I can. Yes, I can talk about my feelings about the numbers, because the numbers of my statistics of my Peter's English podcast are not increasing very, very, very fast as I thought. And I was thinking that my picture-in-picture mode episodes can be successful. But Peter, what I'm talking about, your podcast is successful. Yes, yes, I know. But it can be. But my most successful Learn English with Peter episodes had only uh, 30, 40 or 20 views. I'm not very happy about these numbers, but I'm still happy that the numbers are increasing the whole time. But I'm very happy for the watch hours that are so big. I'm so happy. Thank you, guys. And yes, I can talk. Yes, yes, of course, Peter, you have forgotten 24th of June 2026. Your Peter's English podcast is celebrating 2 years. Yeah, people, I want to tell you that my Peter's English podcast is celebrating its second birthday on the Wednesday, 24th of June 2026. Yes, people, I've been streaming and I've been streaming. I've been podcasting since 24 June 2024 until now for 2 years now, and I want to do special Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode about this. Let's be honest, it can be very special because I want to ramble like today about every kind of nonsense, but I can call it that is my special birthday 1 hour ramble episode because I want to celebrate it somehow, because I've been doing this podcast for 2 years now, and it's great, and thanks to it I really find a very good hobby that I like, because as everyone said, I think it's better that you have your own hobby than scrolling social media, because scrolling social media is not a because scrolling the social media is not a very healthy process for you. It's not a very good hobby to do it, and I think the best idea is to find a hobby for yourself, and the best hobby is learning English. Yeah, yes, of course. What else? Because thanks to learning English, you can change your life. You can visit foreign countries. You can have better paid job, because let's be honest, the main language of the business is English, and you can travel around the world. You can enjoy a big content of English in English on the internet, because the main language of the internet is English again. And yes, I can tell you about the content now, because you can watch a lot of movies and series in English. You can listen to a lot of English podcasts and audiobooks in English, and you can be a content creator like me. You can create your own English podcast for big, and you can discover that it's funny, and you can improve your English. And this is the main thing. You can improve your English, because let's be honest, if you want to speak English, what do you have to do? Yes, everyone, you are right. You have to practice and practice and practice everything, not only playing Duolingo and this nonsense. No, you have to practice your listening skills, because you have to listen natural English, how it's spoken. And how to do this, how to start this? Yes, people, you have to download podcast apps, and you have to find the best English podcast for learning English. And I can talk about my favorite English podcast as usual. Yes, people, now it's starting my special kind of topic, my favorite English podcast, and I want to do free ad as usually, because my favorite English podcasts are great for everyone who likes learning English, because they are funny, educational, and you can learn a lot. My first and my favorite one is from my hero, Luke Thompson. It's called Luke's English Podcast. Yay! It's about natural British English, how it's spoken. You can practice your listening skills of the natural British English, because Luke's English Podcast is about natural British English, how it's spoken. Luke's English Podcast it's very funny, educational. You can enjoy Luke's rambling episodes, Luke's storytelling episode when he read and explain English vocabulary. You can enjoy his interview with his friends and family and other guests. And you can pay for Luke's English Podcast Premium and help him and support our hero that Luke really is. because he's a very great teacher. He's our master, Luke. Yes, of course he is. And thank you, Luke, for your great job. And please continue, because you are great. And you can support him thanks to LEP Premium, because it's funny, educational, and you can learn how real British English is looks like, and you have to listen to it, and you have to practice it. And I think LEP Premium is great. I use it, and I'm a proud Labster, and I'm a proud premium Labster, of course. And it's only a free ad, because I think it's great service for you, and it doesn't cost a lot. And I can continue with American English podcasts, and the first American English podcast for learners of English is All is English. Is about natural American English, how it's spoken. You can enjoy the American English conversations between American English native speakers with humor and fun. Because this podcast is about American English and culture, it's called All is English podcast. The second is Speak English podcast now with Georgiana, is about American English, and you can use the paid service too, but I don't know what this about because I don't use it, but you can use it. And for people from Slovakia, you can use, and Czechia, you can use English learning platform from our countries. I mean, from Slovakia and for Czechia, that it's about people from Czechia, that it's called UKI Online or Jazykový mentoring.sk, and you can use their free videos on YouTube, or you can use their paid service if you want. And thanks to Slovak and Czech English learning platforms, I improved my English, and I understood how to learn English, that you have to practice your reading, your listening skills, writing skills, speaking skills, and reading skills. Yes, I told about it. And yes, you have to practice your writing skills. Oh, Peter, why did you talk something in Slovak? Don't talk in Slovak. Talk in English, and continue, because you know how to do this, and we can continue. That you have to practice your listening skills, and how you can do this. You can use podcast apps, and you can listen while you are cooking, while you are cleaning your house, or you are doing something in the garden. You simply can use, you can play your favorite English podcast. You can use your headphones while are you doing something. I think it's the best kind of relax, and you can finish your job. Yes, I like to do this kind of activities since August 2023 until now, because I started to practice my listening skills since August 2023 until now, and I've been learning English since August 2022. And the first year I was only learning English grammar, but I had to tell you that that the practicing my listening skills really improve my English. Thank you, my favorite heroes that who are doing my favorite English podcast. Thank you, guys. Okay, now we can continue. You have to practice your writing skills. Yes, of course, and you can write your own stories. And that was the main reason why I started to write my own novel, Viera the Vampire Girl Diary. And you can do this too. You can create your own novel in English, and you can publish it during your live streams of your own podcast, like me. Why not? It doesn't need to be long. And yes, you have to practice your writing skills, create your own stories, create your own novel. You have to practice your speaking skills, of course, and you can use it, and you can use your own podcast for it. Why not? And you can ramble like me and practice your English skills, or you can find, and yes, don't forget to practice your reading skills. You can read and listen at the same time, because you can listen audiobooks while you are reading ebooks of the same author of the same novel. Why not? Perfect idea. I do this the whole time. And yes, I can tell you that I finished the full cast audiobook, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It was great. And yes, I did the free ad again, because I can recommend this book because this audiobook, because it's great. The full cast, it's like real movie, and it's great because you can practice your listening skills, I'm not Peter talking about when you are listening and reading at the same time. You can practice your reading skills. Yes, of course, and and it's great because you can improve your reading skills and you can enjoy fullcast audio, because fullcast audiobook, it's about a lot of actors, and the situation and the content looks real, and it's better than movies. Yes, of course, I like fullcast audiobooks. And yes, you have to practice your reading skills, and you have to practice your speaking skills. And you have to think in English. You can create your own English podcast. I really recommend you to do this because it's funny. It can be your hobby, and you don't need to do this for a long time during the day. You can do short episodes for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, who cares? But you have to do this if you want to improve your uh, speaking skills in English, because imagine you cannot always find friends that and manage everything, appointments, or I don't know. And I think one English lesson during 1 week is not enough, and you cannot always find someone for practicing your English. I think the best idea for you is creating your own English podcast like me. And yes, people use the help of AI chatbots. Yes, you can chat with them in English. You can practice your speaking skills with them because you can use audio call. But yes, I know. I have to tell you that this audio call is artificial, is not realistic, because it's the safe place. AI chatbots cannot be like real humans. Yes, they are sarcastic. Yes, they can be, but it's not real human. You are still using their safe place, and I think this is the best kind of practicing of your speaking skills. I mean, ramble episodes, and you can do this too. Why not? It's better. Everyone can see your progress. Everyone can make fun of you. Everyone can see about you, that you are full, that you are doing this for everyone. But no, 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 don't worry. I'm not thinking like that. I think that it's very, very good to do this, because you can see that it really helps. It really helped me, and I'm feeling great, because now I can talk and talk and talk without any about every kind of nonsense. And yes, I didn't have a talent. I'm still a very shy guy, but what I did, I started to practice, and everything is about practice, practice, and practice, as Luke said from Luke's English podcast, and other guys who are doing their own English podcast for learners of English like me. and and that's great. You can do this too, and you can write your own novel. You don't need to publish it like a big story. Yes, you can do this if you are talented. But I started to do my podcast and write my novel because I wanted to practice my writing skills. And how I'm doing this, I simply write in Slovak language, and I use the help of study and learn mode. No, Peter, what I'm talking about, I simply use the normal mode of Microsoft Copilot, and he translates it into natural English, how it's spoken. I mean, natural modern spoken English, and I can improve my English vocabulary and grammar thanks to it. Because let's be honest, you are not native speaker. You cannot write like native speaker, and the best idea is you can write in Slovak or in Czech. You can use the AI chatbot that are great, and they can translate the whole content without any kind of problems, and you can improve your English thanks to English vocabulary. And this is great for you, and it's great for your English. Yes, you can write in English directly, but let's be honest, this writing, it's only about finding the right words in English. And the best thing is that you can simply use the help of AI chatbots. You can chat with them in English. They can help you with translating your novel into English, and they can find a lot of useful information from the internet, and they are very good creative partners for you. Okay, Peter, you have been streaming for 45 minutes without any kind of problem. That's great. I'm so happy that I can talk and talk and talk. But I think that 1 hour is enough. And yes, but I've been streaming for for 45 minutes like a professional, and that's great. I'm feeling like, look like this podcast. Yeah, I'm so happy. Look, you are right. Everything is about practicing. And hi, Luke, thank you for a great job, and others podcasters who are doing your English podcast for learners of English, like me or someone else. I'm so happy and proud that I can talk and talk and talk. And yes, people, I use the screen of my. I mean that I use the record screen of my notebook. But yes, it can really improve myself because let's be honest, we people like to talk with each other while we are uh, watching while we are looking into our faces. It's normal to do this. Let's be honest, it's I'm simply scared when I see the working webcam. It's like I'm scared that Peter try to escape from your webcam because it's terrible. Yes, I have. Yes, but who cares that 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 I don't look into my webcam. I simply look into myself because I don't see these real people near me, and it really improves my performance, and it works. Why not? And okay, what I was talking about, I don't know now. Yes, I was talking about the performance in that you can use AI chatbots, and don't be silly, people. I don't believe that AI chatbots that they can improve themselves without a human and so on. And you and don't believe any kind of rabbit that they are dangerous and they can steal your personal information. Then you want to write. Uh, that you can write there. Okay, but think, you always write your personal information into internet in general. But thanks to AI chatbots, you can improve your English. You can do something with your English, and it's better than scrolling stupid social media and watching stupid reels on the internet without reason. I don't understand this kind of nonsense. Why people simply scroll the internet are and they like to watch very stupid reels that are about rubbish in general. People learn English like me in your free time. You can change your life and you can enjoy a big world of English content. And you don't need to watch and scroll social media. Yes, I'm scrolling sometimes too, but I'm doing something with myself, and you can see that it works. It really works. But I didn't. But I didn't. But I wasn't born like an English native speaker. And I can still improve my English. It's normal. But I started to do this, and I like this hobby, and I do something useful, for 2 years now, and I want to continue with it because I can see that it makes sense. Okay, people, it's not the end of my live stream because I've been streaming for 48 minutes. I want to stream for the last 12 minutes, and okay, I don't want to talk about my personal situations. No, because it's my thing. Okay, no. I cannot talk about this, and I cannot because I cannot. But I can talk about my what I can. I don't know, Peter. Simply talk about about every kind of nonsense, and what else I can tell you. That yes, people. Yes, I can talk about if you want to connect with me and create Peter's English podcast community where we can talk with each other in English, have fun, and create live streams, and do and we can talk in English during our live stream together, and we can publish it as the regular episode and have fun and so on. But you have to be learner of English like me. You have to like learning English like me, and you have to be content creator like me. It means you have to like to do your own English podcast and write your own English novel. And yes, everyone can do this, but but I want to connect with someone who is like me. It means that you have to be a learner of English like me. You have to create your own English podcast for learning English like me. You have to write your own novel like me for learning English like me. And that's it. Because I don't want to connect with someone who doesn't care about me, who makes fun of me, and who likes to judge me for no reason. You cannot judge me. You cannot stop me. I want to continue with my Peter's English podcast. I want to continue with writing my novel, The Vampire Girl Diary, and I want to continue with learning English in general because it's my hobby. No, nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. and no one can stop me. You cannot stop me, believe me. And if you try, I want to fight for my learning English because it's my hobby, it's my lifestyle, and I simply like to do this, and I want to continue. Yeah, yes, of course. You cannot stop me, okay? And I'll be streaming for 50 minutes now. I want to stream for the last 10 minutes. It's not the end, it's still 50 minutes, and I want to stream for 1 hour as usual. And what I can talk about? Yes, it's very hot in Slovakia, as you can see. I don't know if people. I think that's normal. That is normal now. That summers are very hot, and yes, I can talk about my vacation because yes, it's summer, as you know, and on in August I want to have my summer vacation for 10 days. I want to be at home, but I think that I don't want to travel somewhere because I don't want, and I want to be at home, but I think it's a good idea to continue with my podcast during my summer vacation. Why not? Why not? I can do this, but it's too early for this, and but I can think about this. And yes, I want to continue with my novel, of course, because it's my hobby. And I can, Peter, don't destroy something because you have moved your studio. Like it was very cheap. You cannot destroy it because, as you know, the one part that that was very cheap is broken now. But I don't need to return it at all because I can use it, and I simply like. Oh, my no, my I I forgot how it's called in English. Yay. My throat hurts. Yeah, my throat. I think it's throat. My throat hurts. And I'm sweating like a dog, but who cares? It's summer, it's normal. It's normal. I hope that you can understand me because I'm talking too fast. I don't know. And Peter, why are you talking too fast? I don't know because right now I'm talking too fast. But I hope you can understand me because I can understand myself. I can listen myself because I'm monitoring my voice and I can understand. But I know that sometimes I'm speaking too fast with you, and I don't know why. Peter simply don't talk too fast. Okay, but I did it before 50 minutes. I hope that you could understand me. But Peter, don't worry. No one watches your ramble episode at all. No one cares. Yes, I forgot something really. I can talk about my followers. I have 34 followers on YouTube and I have 14 followers on Spotify, and I have no, no seven. I have 11 followers on Apple Podcasts, and I have 7 listening hours on Apple Podcasts. And I can tell you now in the end of this live stream about one thing. It's called Apple Podcast Connect Halaso video because yes, Apple Podcasts, as you know, added videos to their only audio audio podcasts, and I think it can be a big game changer for my podcast too because I can improve my podcast. My podcast can grow more quickly in Apple Podcast because Apple is a big company, and Apple Podcasts is a very big app for listening English podcasts in the world, and it can really help me and other creators too. But it's not the question of these days because my Spotify for creators only prepares this kind of future thing improvement. But I hope that it can really improve my podcast, and why not? Because now my Peter's English podcast is a full HD video podcast on YouTube and on Spotify, and in the future can be the part as Apple Podcast too, and it's great. And who knows, maybe in the future my full HD video podcast can be the part of every podcast app. Why not? It's possible. Who knows? But it would be great because people can watch me or only listen, and it's great. I can improve my show. I mean the total statistics of my show, because yes, I'm feeling that I'm doing my own television and radio in the same time because I'm feeling like radio presenter, and yes, I'm feeling that my Peter's English podcast is like my own television or radio, but it's not because it's podcast. I'm doing it for free because it's my hobby, and I cannot have any profit from it. Let's be honest, I cannot have it because it's impossible, and I don't want to to mess my life with this kind of nonsense. My Peter's English podcast always stay free, but who knows? Maybe my novel, Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, can be successful in the future. It can be successful as a real book, or I can sell not rights, of course. I mean license of my novel, Viera the Vampire Girl Diary, to big companies, and it can be future sitcom. It can be future movie or series or games. Everything is possible. And I created my own universe, and it's great that I did it. I'm so proud of myself. And I'm proud of myself that I improved my English in general. I can say that I can talk and talk and talk, but I have to feel comfortable while I'm speaking with someone, because when I don't feel comfortable, I start to stutter, and I don't like this stuttering. And but I've realized that during the yesterday live stream, I was doing great. I wasn't stuttering at all, and that's great. Yes, it's called stuttering, and I'm doing it sometimes because I'm nervous, and it's normal, I think, for everyone. But I'm so happy that I improve my speaking skills in English, and I hope that I can continue. But Peter, what are you talking about? You want to continue with this, and you will do this because it's your hobby. No one can and nothing can stop you. Yes, people. Yes, it's my hobby. Okay, it's the end of this live stream. Really, I've been streaming for 57 minutes now, but it's not the end. I want to end until after 1 hour. And what can I do now? Okay, I simply tell you, people, that learn English, be successful, and change your life. Because really, learning English is for everyone, and I believe that it's true. And I want to inspire you for learning English, and I want to continue with my podcast because it's the part of my practicing my speaking skills in English, and I don't care about opinions of my family or of everyone who is complaining behind my back about me. And because you cannot stop me, no one can stop me. It's my business. And if you start to complain against me, you cannot win this complaining because you cannot judge me. It's my thing, people. Yes, but if you like my content, please follow me everywhere. I would be very very happy. Watch my content, support me with positive English comments, English. But don't worry, I don't want to chat with you in my free time because I like to do this podcast. I simply like to do my hobby, that is learning English, and I don't want to spend my free time with stupid people from the internet or who like to chat in English or in Slovak about nonsense because their life is boring. No, my life is not boring, and no one can stop me learning English. Okay, what can I do now? I can read you my slogan because it's the end of my live stream, and I'm so happy that nothing destroyed my live stream because I prepared myself, and I'm so happy. And yes, I want to thank my parents that always cooperate with me. Thank you, my parents. Thank you, my dad. Thank you, my mom. Thank you, everyone that supports me in my life. And yes, today, people, is Father's Day, and I hoped, I hope that you remembered Mother's Day, and I hope that you remember Father's Day because you have one parents. And yes, fight for your independence, fight for your hobby, fight for your life. No one can stop you, but you have one parents, and you have be happy that you have your parents. Support your parents, but fight for your independence, fight for learning English against everyone because it's your life, and no one can stop you learning English. No one can change. No one can tell you what you should do in your free time. No one can judge you, and no one can tell you what you should do with your life. It's your business. No one can stop you. Your parents cannot stop you. No one can stop you. But you have one parents, and remember them, and yes, try to be their friend, of course, and be happy that you have your parents like me. Thank you, my parents. Thank you, everyone. And this is the end of my live stream, and I'm going to read you my slogan that I created myself during the last Christmas. Let's do this, Peter. Learn English, be successful, change your life, open a lot of doors, create your own podcast, write your own novel. You don't need to be talented because learning English is for everyone. Okay, people. I want to stream for the last 2 minutes because I've been streaming for 1 hour, and sometimes YouTube can cut my live stream. And it can cut again and be the YouTube hairdresser, and it can cut not only my titles but the end of these live streams. It can cut 1 hour or 2, and I want to, for every reason, I want to talk for 1 hour 2 minutes, and I can end this live stream. Okay, people. What do you think about my today's performance in English? I think that I'm proud that I was great. I'm proud of myself, and that I managed it again. That I talk and talk. That I talked in English without any preparation for 1 hour with about every kind of nonsense. Because the main goal of Peter's English podcast, I mean the main goal of Peter Sunday 1 hour ramble episode, it's not about talking about prepared things. It's about surviving and improvising in English without any kind of preparation. And the main thing is to talk and talk and talk about every kind of rubbish in English, and because you have to survive in it, and I like to do this. And yes, I don't care that it's online, because it's the part of the show, and people can inspire. I can inspire a lot of people for learning English, and I'm so happy that I'm doing this, and I want to continue, and no one can stop me. Okay, people. I think that is the end of this live stream. I can tell you at the end of this live stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your listening, and I want to tell you bye bye.